Yeah, we want to get to a showdown in the court here in New York City involving the state attorney general and a former president of the United States.
Yeah, in just the last hour, Donald Trump departed Trump Tower bound for Lower Manhattan to attend this opening of his civil fraud trial. Newscopter 7 right there as the former president arrived. And then our cameras rolling inside the hallways of the federal courthouse as Eric Trump arrived, awaiting for the former president. And then now the former president is speaking in the hallway right now. We're monitoring what he is saying, giving comments during his appearance here at the courthouse today, but we know Attorney General Tish James is also there. This is really centering around a case that it's hard to keep track of all these cases, to be quite honest with you. But Derek Waller has been keeping tabs on what's happening in Lower Manhattan today. So Derek, catch us up to speed. What is this about?
Mike, good morning. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. Trump actually walked in through a side door about 30 minutes ago, and as you mentioned, he was speaking, I believe, as the show was starting inside the hallway. We're going to get to that in just a moment, but we can show you a little bit of video of Trump arriving through that side entrance a short time ago. Now, he's not expected to make any statements in court, but he is expected to be called as a witness at a later date. Trump, his adult sons, his company accused of wildly inflating the value of his real estate portfolio by as much as $2.2 billion in order to get better terms on loans and insurance. And last week, the presiding judge, Arthur Egerton, delivered Trump a major blow, actually ruling even before the trial started that there was conclusive evidence that Trump committed fraud. Now, moments ago, we heard from Trump's attorneys, as well as Attorney General Tish James and even Trump himself just about 5 minutes ago. Take a listen.
My message is simple. No matter how powerful you are, no matter how much money you think you may have, no one is above the law. And it is my responsibility and my duty and my job to enforce it. The law is both powerful and fragile. And today in court, we will prove our case. I thank you all for being here. And again, justice will prevail. Thank you.
President Trump's assets are worth way more than what the court would have you believe. But this is all about 2024. Do not get it confused.
President Trump is going to be defiant. He's going to take a stand, and he's going to fight back like he always has.
Thank you.
This is a continuation of the single greatest witch hunt of all time. We have a rogue judge who rules that properties are worth a tiny fraction, 1/100th, a tiny fraction of what they actually are. We have a racist attorney general who's a horror show, who ran on the basis that she was going to get Trump before she even knew anything about me. She used this to run for governor. She failed in her attempt to run for governor. She had virtually no polling. She came back and she said, well, now I'll go back to get Trump again. And this is what we have. It's a scam. It's a sham.
Again, all of this happening in just the last few minutes. I will mention that there are a handful of mostly anti-Trump protesters located right across the street. They did get into it with the police for a little bit, but there were no arrests and they were moved onto the sidewalk. That opening statements, set to happen any minute. Again, Trump in the court right now. And of course, we're going to bring you all the latest information coming up all day here on Eyewitness News. That's the latest here in Lower Manhattan. Derek Waller, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Thank you for that, Derek. And as you just heard moments ago, the president, who's speaking right now, continues speaking, calling this a witch hunt. And if Tish James is successful, he would be pretty much evicted from the world of real estate, as we know, made him famous.